Iran's nuclear program will continue to advance, regardless of U.S. politics, says the head of the nation's Atomic Energy Organization. Mohammad Islami acknowledged during a cabinet meeting on Wednesday that the Islamic Republic of Iran is steadfast in its commitment to developing its nuclear industry, regardless of any changes in leadership in the United States. The Iranian Atomic Energy Organization's chief reiterated that Iran's nuclear activities are entirely peaceful and in compliance with international law, and that the country remains committed to advancing its nuclear capabilities for the betterment of its citizens. Islami further stated that Iran has achieved a level of self-sufficiency in the nuclear sector, particularly in the production of laser technology and essential high-consumption products. Head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization highlighted a recent achievement, noting the inauguration of a fiber laser production line, which is now operational, and mentioned the establishment of a production line for laser cutting of non-ferrous metals. Islami also pointed out that last year, Iran supported the development and implementation of a laser deep welding line for industrial steel applications, and has now introduced systems designed for precision cutting, especially for intricate components. The U.S. withdrawal from the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, in 2018 has been followed by substantial progress in Iran's peaceful nuclear program. The deal signed in 2015 limited Iran's nuclear activities and progress in exchange for the termination of Western sanctions. Iran waited 2 years for the reinstituted sanctions to be lifted before beginning to gradually scaling back on its JCPOA commitments in 2020. While Iran's nuclear facilities undergo rigorous international inspections. While Iranian authorities have repeatedly announced that they do not plan to develop nuclear weapons, public calls for the possession of nukes have been growing inside Iran, with people worried that Israel's unchecked violence could eventually spread to Iran. While Israel is estimated to possess at least 200 nuclear warheads, its nuclear program remains shrouded in secrecy, never subjected to International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) scrutiny despite numerous threats from Israeli politicians to use these weapons against Muslims. The new Secretary General of the Lebanese Hezbollah warned the Israeli regime on Wednesday that it will suffer from the resistance movement's missiles and drones. No place in the entity, Israel, is off-limits to our missiles and drones. The coming days will reveal more, and what will happen will be greater, Sheikh named Qassem said. We have tens of thousands of trained fighters capable of confrontation and resilience, and we have the necessary capabilities to endure for a long time, Sheikh Qassem highlighted. Qassem was delivering a speech to mark the 40th day since Hezbollah Secretary General Sayed Hassan Nasrallah was martyred in a massive Israeli bombardment in the suburbs of Beirut. Hezbollah has an organized structure and presence across various cultural, political, fighting, educational, and healthcare fields. This is the party that His Eminence Sayed Nasrallah built, Qassem pointed out. He underlined that the resistance in Lebanon stands on a solid foundation, with strength in numbers, specialization, power, courage, and defiance against the fiercest enemies. His Eminence Sayed Nasrallah continues to inspire us in martyrdom, and will remain alive through his sacrifice. He will continue with us, and we with him. The resistance will endure and grow, Qassem underlined. Hezbollah targets an Israeli military base in the vicinity of Ben Gurion Airport for the first time. The new Hezbollah leader also said Gaza will remain resilient, firm and unyielding, and it will achieve victory. He noted, "We will make the enemy seek to stop its aggression, and we are building on the battlefield, not on political movements." Touching on the elections in the United States and the possibility of political talks to end the Israeli aggression on Lebanon, which critics have accused of serving Israeli interests, the Hezbollah chief said, "When the enemy decides to stop its aggression, negotiations will take place through indirect talks via the Lebanese government and president."